Hello and welcome to part 5 of the Desert Seed in Minecraft. As you can see, we've got some daylight now, so that means we can go off and think about exploring that temple that we didn't manage to do in the last video. So as you can see, I've got a creeper that's coming up behind me. I'm never very good at getting away from them. As you can see, my health bar shot right down there. I do decide, obviously, as I'm going along, just to get some food. If it's there and the opportunity is right in front of you, it just seems to make sense to me to just get that food, really. So as you can see, I've got a tiny little bit of food, so I would mention that, get that health bar up to where it needs to be, because we don't know what lies ahead, and what other things we're going to come across. Those creepers, they're just a bit of a nightmare. They always manage to creep up on me. No matter what I'm doing, they always just seem to manage to get me. So yes, temple. This is something that I've been looking forward to doing. Wasn't very prepared in the last video, so decided against it. Decided I need a full day, really. To make sure I can get down there and it not cost me a life and me lose everything. In real life, I'm exactly the same. I'll go off on a bit of a tangent, so off trying to catch these rabbits. And as you can see, I'm absolutely pants at doing that. Not caught one whatsoever. And of course, I'm supposed to be doing the temple, but that's very typical of me. I do it all the time, to start one job and then end up doing something else. Sort of end up doing a bit of this and a bit of that, never really actually doing the things that I needed to do in the first place. Terribly disorganised, but I suppose we can't all be the same. So there's those little steps that I made last time. Just going to light the way as we tootle down to make sure that nothing decides to spawn and cause us any trouble. So going down, obviously I'm being very, very careful of that TNT, which is underneath that little plate. The second you stand on that, you get blown to smithereens, and that's the end of that. That's the end of you. And I'm not even sure whether you end up managing to keep the stuff in the chests. I've never actually ended up being blown up in the whole of my history of playing this game. I've always been very careful. I'm a cautious player. Now, I don't know what those little books are that I've just gathered there. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. I've never come across anything like that before. I was very pleased to get the web, because obviously I can make a fishing rod, which means you've just got an endless supply of food, which is really, really beneficial. So just going down, getting access to those chests, seeing what's inside. Got a golden apple, again more web. I always take the blocks and that as well. It doesn't hurt to have them. You never know when you're going to need them. That's plenty of sand there. Can all go into the furnace to make more glass as I start to build up a better home. So, why go and dig it if it's sat there and you can get it for nothing? It just seems you may as well have it. The bones, of course, are very, very helpful, very useful. That might mean I could tame a wolf, which I do like having my wolves in Minecraft, because I'm not a very good fighter. I'm on the iPad. It's not the best for moving about very quickly. So having wolves are really, really beneficial, especially for going into caves. So having those bones are really, really helpful. So again, just looting all the way around, making sure that I've got everything. Now, while I was down there, I could hear a lot of monsters, and of course we're always looking for a monster spawner, because you can build a trap around them, and it's a fantastic way of getting your XP up. So I'm always looking for them, but I never seem to be very lucky in finding them. And I've played with other people and they always seem to find them except me. So I'm really hoping at some point I do, so keep our fingers crossed. But yes, I can hear monsters, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm just going to dig through and see if I can get a little bit closer to them, and see if there is a monster spawner, or is it a cave? What is it? So yeah, just have a little dig around. Obviously I'm aware of the daylight I don't really want to be stuck down here for the whole evening. So, or, right through the whole night. I don't have a bed still, which is a bit of a pain. So yeah, just carry on digging through. And again, of course, you've got that TNT there. So you may as well gather it. I never used to gather it. I didn't realise you could. But of course you can. And, it's ready-made TNT. so if you want to go and blast a hole somewhere, or if you want to create some sort of trap, fantastic stuff to have. Again, it's all free. You're not having to dig. You're not having to dig lots of other ingredients to make it. So, you might as well grab that TNT and, gather that up and lock it away in your chest somewhere. So I decided, obviously, just to get those little chests as well. Again, I'm not very prepared. I should have had an axe with me, and I didn't have. But you'll find that with me, I'm just not very prepared for a lot of events in Minecraft. And again, I think I'm pretty much like that in life. I'm a bit of a shambles, really. But never mind. We all have our different characters and our different traits. So I was digging down through here because I could hear those monsters and it was driving me insane. I just wanted to know whereabouts they were, and that's when I came across that cave. So I was just thinking about blocking it up. Don't ask me why I hesitated, but there we go. Monster dropped straight down through. I need to remember that cave is there because that'd be worth exploring later on when we're a bit more equipped. As you can see, my health bar has gone wildly down. And again, I've already eaten my food, so luckily I have a apple to eat. So I've used that just to get my health back up because that is not looking very good. So I feel that I've explored as much of this as I possibly can. So it's time to head back up to the surface and get back into my hut before that night falls and I get trapped in a place where, quite frankly, I'll probably end up getting killed by the monsters, and that's absolutely not what I want to do because I've got all that fantastic loot, and of course I want to get that back, get that tucked away into a wooden chest or wooden barrel, so if I get killed again, the only thing that I'm losing is my experience. So yeah, it's a case of just trying to work, and as you can see, I completely lost how I got down here, so I decided just to sort of just go straight up and away. If you have a look up the top there, you can see it's just starting to look a little bit darker than what I would like, so it's definitely time to head home. My health bar is still slightly down, my hunger bar's down, so that means that health bar's not going to go up any more than what it is, but it's definitely time to get out of there and get home. I've got a little journey to get back to my little cabin. So off we go. Those pesky little rabbits again that I can very rarely catch. And I've noticed as well, if you get them with bows and arrows, which is obviously much, much easier, they often don't seem to drop the same as if you get them with a sword. So that's, I don't know why that is. Maybe somebody can answer that. But I definitely don't know the answer to that one, because I thought I'd be really clever before and just go out with a bow and arrow and shoot lots, and I was just not really getting very much from that at all. Now, as you can see, that sun is going down. I haven't got a lot of light left. Still haven't got that bed. Just can't seem to find enough sheep to get that wool, but I mean I will as obviously time progresses. But I decided to just add in, just titivate around the outside of my cabin, open those windows up so that I can see if it's daylight. Be much easier for me. Yeah, I just decided to, again, there's a little bit light left. I see a sheep, pop on over there, get that one. Doesn't hurt to just continue to gather the stuff that you need. And of course, here's another creeper, and he's just going to give me a good blast, and my health bar's down again. Typical of me, I just really struggle with those creepers. So I decided to go home. I want to put all my stuff in my boxes, make sure that everything's stored away, and then that way if I do get killed, I'm only losing 4 XP, which obviously at this stage, without an enchanting table, it really doesn't matter. So it's a case of just organising those little bits, get it all put away. Like I've got 9 TNT, I've got some other bits and bobs, so yeah, really quite pleased with that. I thought looting that temple was definitely a good opportunity. There's another one, if you notice, when we first logged in one of my other videos, so of course we need to be heading back and getting that other one ASAP and see what's down there. So yeah, I just get some food in, get the fire up to where it needs to be, and again we've got another night just waiting it out because of that bed situation. But it will come together. I'll get enough wool in the end, and then we're about to sleep through the night. So just cook that little bit of food up there. I'm just coming to the end of the video, so I'd like to say thank you for watching. If you've watched this far, please do subscribe. It will really help me to get going, and I hope you have a fantastic day.